and welcome to the Upkeep for Monday, September 21st, 2020.
That's right, it's all the magic news you need in 10 minutes or less.
And the big headline this week, of course, is the fact that Zendikar Rising has arrived.
That's right, it is finally here, and it is a frickin' blast.
I love it.
Yes, you can play it on Arena, you can play it on Magic Online. If you are not in the US, you can play it in your local game store.
Wow, unbelievable. I wish we weren't in the US right now.
Doesn't everybody?
Oh, so true. Remember, you can use the code PLAYZendikar on Arena for 3 free packs. Don't forget about it.
That's right. Get that sick value, everybody. That also means Standard has rotated. Woohoo!
That is something I am excited to be in the US or anywhere about.
Yes.
Goodbye to Core Set 2020, Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, and War of the Spark.
Wow, goodbye Narset, Parter of Veils.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's the one I'm sad to see go.
I was gonna say barely knew you, but that is not true.
I know, I knew that Narset exceptionally well.
Ooh, here's the thing though, I didn't know her static. That can be attested to on many different occasions.
There are some delays for paper product due to COVID, so just call your LGS if you want more details or to see if something is in stock. The release date officially for the Commander Legends Collector's Boosters are now November 20th. And we now know that all of the Zendikar Rising art cards, what they look like. Now, that sentence did not work out long term for me, but I tried to make it happen anyways.
Yeah, you can find these in the new set boosters, and they're so pretty. They're just gorgeous. And 1 in 20 of them are going to have a golden foil artist signature on them. And
nice.
I especially like these lands, and I wish this is what lands looked like, period.
Oh, just the full art card?
Just full art. I don't want any border. I don't want anything else. I just want the
really
land.
Good.
Just gorgeous. I'm really happy they're doing these art cards again, and I want to crack a set booster.
And if you like those full art lands, make sure that you hop onto Magic Arena and draft, because for a limited time with each draft entry, you get one of the full art lands.
Yes.
So get all 5 of them before it's over.
Before it's too late.
That's right.
You can also get those full art lands if you buy a pack on the store that has more than 6 or more boosters in it.
Yeah.
You get one of those for those too, or enter a sealed event. So limited time only, as we said.
Yeah. There is also an Arena State of the Game update.
There's new emotes that are being added, which I have mixed feelings about, as well as some emojis. That's what I'm going to call them, because I don't know what to call them. They're little animated hedrons with different reactions, which I love those. Huge, big fan of those. But the other emojis are kind of bizarre, and they say weird things like obey, cooperate, and then your little pet will do something. Well, at least mine is the rock pet, and it will react to that emote. But what does that mean?
I don't know.
That's my question.
I don't know.
But anyway, you can get these new emojis. There's no limit. You can have as many as you want through your Mastery Pass if you got one of those, or through some Zendikar events. Like I said, I love the little hedrons. I already have the one that has a little heart bubble above its head. So that one I'm all here for, and I've used it a lot of times. I did use obey, cooperate the other day just because I was like, what is this? And I think my opponent was also like,
what is this?
What is this? We've also got a new developer roadmap out that was released with the State of the Game update, which basically says when we can expect certain things happening on Arena.
And in development right now is Kaladesh Remastered.
Cool.
Which is super exciting.
Yes.
Especially after the success of Amonkhet Remastered, which was so good.
Big time. Wizards of the Coast said they were actually surprised at how well Amonkhet Remastered did in relation to Sealed and Limited. People were playing that just constantly.
That's what happens when you make an excellent limited product.
That's right. It was very good.
Those games were some of the best games of Magic I have played in ages.
Yeah, so
and that's really saying something, because draft sets have been good, and it was still above and beyond.
Yes. And so Kaladesh Remastered coming this way in development, which means they're actively working on it. And we can expect it within the next update. That's technically what that means. Which also makes me very excited because mobile is in that category.
Woo! I'm excited for mobile.
So we got a teaser of mobile from the Zendikar Rising like preview event that Wizards put out back when they were starting their previews.
Yeah.
And we got to see Day 9 playing it on his phone. So it looks like it's probably like close to being real.
Wow, I am shocked.
So am I. I want to know how they did it. I think a lot of people want to know how they're going to do it and how it's going to work.
Yes.
In develop, also Kaldheim. That's the Norse or Viking themed set coming up. In concept, Historic Anthology 4. Strixhaven. That's a Wizarding School themed set. Deck sharing. That'll be really cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Pioneer Masters, which had to be bumped back actually to in concept. But yeah,
fair enough.
That is coming.
Yes. This is a little late, but because of our last Monday was so crazy, we were working on this event and the pre-release.
Yeah.
We didn't have an Upkeep last week.
Yeah.
But Mythic Invitational champion Seth Manfield, huge congratulations to him.
Yeah, took down the tournament.
Yes, with Sultai Midrange, which was one of the top decks coming in, but I think people certainly expected Goblins to do better.
Yeah.
There was only one copy of Goblins in the top 8.
Unbelievable.
It was mono red, piloted by none other than Ken Yukihiro.
Wow.
Our Yukihiro, I hate myself so much.
Look, he's always my Yukihiro because he usually brings weird decks.
Yes, he
this
really
time
does.
He didn't, but you know what
this
I mean.
one he had
Ironcrag
Ironcrag feet, and it was sick.
That was pretty cool.
He defeated Gabriel Nassif in a very stacked top 8.
Yes.
He is only the 5th player in history to win 3 premier event titles.
I mean, this guy is stinking good at Magic the Gathering.
Definitely deserves that spot in the Hall of Fame that he has.
Absolutely.
In case you didn't know, technical difficulties postponed the last day of coverage from Sunday, which was when things were still recorded and played, but then it was broadcast on Monday.
Yeah.
The internet is the worst.
Yeah, they were pretty harsh on everybody involved for that.
Yes.
And let me just say that being behind the scenes, we can attest to the fact that everybody was working as hard as humanly possible and probably beyond to make it. What are you going to do, man?
But huge congratulations to Seth again, who won on his 30th birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Seth, and great job in that tournament.
Yes.
Update now on the 2020 season grand finals. Speaking of tournaments, we now know what the format is going to be. So
yes, and I'm excited that it's not because we've had so many tournaments now that are same format all the way through.
Yeah,
but we're gonna shake it up.
Split format. We don't get draft, unfortunately, which we're both very upset. Do something, Wizards. We want a draft tournament. But yeah, this is going to be October 9th through 11th. So mark your calendars. But we're split format, standard and historic.
Yes.
So rounds 1 through 3 will be historic, 4 through 9 standard, 10 through 12 historic, and the top 8 will be double elimination standard.
Oh, I'm so excited. And we're going to have like some fresh, hot new standard decks. Yes. There are 32 players total, the top 16 from the recent Mythic Invitational, and then the top 16 from the Players Tour Finals earlier this year.
This is going to be a great group of people.
It's going to be really good.
It's really excellent.
Super
excited for this tournament.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're like, oh, standard's new, I want to see some deck lists, what's doing well, on magic.gg, they say they are debuting this new feature called the Decklist Hub, which is actually supposed to come out today on the 21st. It's not up yet as of the recording of this episode, but hopefully it will come out later today. But the deal with this is Wizards will be publishing decks with long win streaks, which means at least 6 consecutive match wins in a row, which is what consecutive means, from platinum rank or higher.
Yeah.
So you can go onto the website, check out those deck lists. It's going to be standard best of 1, best of 3, same for historic. And there will be no usernames attached to these deck lists to help maintain anonymity if you're testing for a big tournament. And if you're still scared because your deck is really off the wall and you don't want anybody to know, you can just change out like one card or a basic land or something from the sideboard, whatever, and then it will not register as the same deck once you get that 6th win.
Oh, so you can still avail that information.
You can still hack the system.
Ooh, lots of news today. All right.
Speaking of big tournaments and new decks and new standard, the CFB Pro Showdown happened this past weekend. Now, it's not technically a big tournament, but I did want to mention new standard here. The winner of this tournament they had to go up against Reed Duke as the end boss. The winner was Akio Metsuzaki playing 4-color Omnath.
Ooh, and this is pretty cool.
It is a pretty sweet deck list. Once again, however, it is a ramp list.
But Maria, this has some really cool cards. Come on.
I don't know. I'm so sick of ramp, Megan.
No, but this isn't even real ramp. This is like wild. This deck is wild. This plays Genesis Ultimatum. You can't be mad at a deck that plays Genesis Ultimatum.
Can't I?
No.
It does play, it has a single copy of Felidar Retreat, so I'm here for that.
See?
Making some cats.
This deck is really cool. I'm gonna go try this.
Yeah, Ramp has...
Even if you're not impressed.
I mean, like, Ramp has been kind of the name of the game in Standard right now, but nobody freak out yet, okay? We're still at the very beginning of a new format.
It's true.
So people are gonna go with what's tried and true.
Or
maybe
things that have lots of rares, which that deck was just like Rare Fest 2020.
It was Rare Fest 2020. But like, yeah, it remains to be seen if it's going to be a problem or if, you know, things rise to the challenge to beat it.
Yes. New Secret Lair drops. Zendikar Revisited is coming on Thursday.
This Secret Lair drop has lots of the best cards from Zendikar, the history of Zendikar over the years in the showcase art style and frame.
Very cool.
Which looks like an old travel poster. So if you're in for that, check out Zendikar Revisited. This other news is, like we said, a little bit old, but just in case you missed it, we got to talk about it because it's so very funny. From a Secret Lair earlier this year, it had some art, which was a new art on Squire, which was painted, of course, by Noah Bradley, who is Wizards of the Coast has since cut ties with because he's a terrible person. But instead of sending out that Squire, they sent out a white bordered Tybalt in its place.
Great. Exactly what you want to see.
And I think, you know, that was just like a lot of people upset about like Wizards PR moves or whatever. I think this is just the absolute.
That one's just like hysterical.
Nobody is mad about it because they're like, yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Great. And finally, in the new set boosters, there's a bunch of Magic mini games, including one that is themed after some Good Luck High Five fun that we have on the show.
That's right. So you'll see the new ad cards in those boosters. They've got a whole bunch of different mini games to play as you're opening the boosters, because remember, these boosters are supposed to be for people who just want to crack packs.
Yes.
And while you're cracking packs, why not just play a mini game?
That's
so they've got like Pygow, which is pretty popular. They renamed it something else. But the one based on our games we played in our box openings is called Strictly Better, which is kind of an apples to apples variant. You're like, which is the cutest card? And then somebody judges and you two pick your favorite cards. So we're pretty proud that our game ended up in a Magic product.
All right. Well, we gave you an almost double helping of the Upkeep this week to make up for not being here last week.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Check out our Patreon over on patreon.com/GLHFmagic and listen to Good Luck High Five this week. It's our musical episode number 400.
I can't believe it.
I know. It's almost surreal. We've got our 300 trophy behind us there.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, that was merely
real nice
100 episodes ago.
Oh, no.